All right, so we are live. Welcome to episode 32 of Chillin with the NY Warriors. All right, guys, I just want to say thanks for joining us. Episode 32, September 9/11. That's funny, right? September 9/11. You know, real quick, we're just missing Manny NYC. I don't know what's up. Maybe he'll pop in, during the middle of the show. But you know what? I just want to go down through the line. I know you guys already are tired of. Sorry, I just got an alert from Windows just now.
Uh-oh.
Nah, it's not
Tell
us to postpone the
update. For real, man. For real. All right, I just closed it out. So anyway, today, in New York, it's September 11th. We all know what happened September 11th. And last year's show, we had a show around the same week as September 11th, right? And it kind of ended in a down note. So we don't want to end it that way this time. So we just gonna bring it up in the beginning because all of us here was affected by 9/11 some way or somehow. Some of us were there. Some of us knew people that barely survived, or maybe somebody that lost. So I want to give this opportunity to any of my panel members if there's anything that they want to say about that, anything they want to share with anyone, the experience, or if they just want to not say anything about it. This is the time to do it right now, in the beginning before we get into our topics, So I'm gonna start with who's on my left. Carlos, you're on my left, so if you wanna say anything about that real quick before we get on, if not, it's cool.
I don't really have much to say. I lost one person. He's a good friend of mine, his sister. I feel bad. I still think about her, but I just wish it's time of remembrance, man. That's what I can really say. We went through a lot during that time. We definitely went through a lot.
Yeah, definitely. It was a bad time. A bad time. I was actually there. I was at 160 Broadway. It was literally 2 blocks away. If you guys know the McDonald's with the keyboard with the big piano on the top, that McDonald's there on Wall Street, the office to the company I worked by the time is right on top. It was on the 13th floor of that building. So I was literally 2 blocks away. So just to give a quick little recap of what happened. I got to work at 8 o'clock in the morning that day. Went downstairs to get my coffee, and I was out there with the maintenance guys for the building because all those buildings had maintenance guys, and they all were just chilling, getting coffee, talking shit. They Spanish, so we were talking smack to each other like always. And then I went inside. When I went inside, I can't remember what time the first plane hit, but when that first plane hit, boy, it felt like that shit hit our building. I was like, what the fuck just happened? So when we went back outside, that's when we saw because you look straight up and the building's right on top of you. You know what I mean? That's how close we were. And then, we looked, we saw there was something hit it. We didn't know it was a plane or nothing. So at that time, I went back to the office, and the internet channel that the internet website that we used a lot was MSN Live. Remember MSN? They would always do the news or whatever at that time. And that's when we saw that it was a plane. But we didn't think everything. We thought it was an accident or whatever. And then, the second plane hit, and that's when we knew already, that it was something. So that's when we were evacuated, and we ran up to the other office I had. My company had another office in Soho, 594 Broadway, between Houston and Prince. So when we got to that building, that's when we started watching all the news and everything. And then the maintenance people from that building let us go to the roof, and that's when we saw, everything, All right. So that's just all I want to share about it, Eli, I know you're next, but I know you probably were too young. Do you remember anything around that time?
I was in school. I was in school that day, and my school at the time is actually right across the water so you could see the towers right there. So, I don't remember much that day, but I do remember I was in school, and I do remember seeing the plane hitting the building. So, you imagine 6-year-old, 5 years old, I think, around there, seeing that, it was just crazy at the time. So I didn't know really what to think. I just, just state of emergency. School was canceled pretty much. Yeah, security guards all over running around the building. So, yeah, I mean, it was just, just crazy time. My grandfather had come get me during that day, during school. But, just everywhere. I just remember the ashes, because the wind blew all the ashes, into Brooklyn. You could see all the stuff falling from the ground. So thankfully, my grandfather at the time, he bought like a mask, one of those breathing masks. He bought that with him, so he gave one to me. So I breathe all that stuff from that day. But I mean, yeah, that's all I remember of from that day, and it's crazy.
Yeah, you were little, so but I can imagine a little kid seeing something like that. Can imagine what you was thinking at the time.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Jeff Johnson, aka Jeff Silla. What do you got for us? Does anything you want to say about it, or you just want to get on with the show?
Nah, I really don't have much to say about it. I mean, it was an experience, and he's like, I don't want to forget, but I have to. I'm the type, I just got to move on. I got to keep going forward. So I'm good.
Yo, that's rude.
Yeah, that's like all of us. We all gonna keep moving forward. All right, Manny NYC. What's up? What do you want to say about
Nothing. I ain't saying. Oh well, this year I went the first time. I got to go to the memorial, the museum downstairs. So that was pretty cool. Like, cool, but it's the way they have it set up. It's pretty neat. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I was down there for one day. I don't know if I'm not a lot of people affected by it, like with cancer and all, types of stuff, They was asking contractors for like buckets and stuff, and we went down there, and then there was that fire truck that they have down there. That's the same exact fire truck that I saw when I was like right in the middle of everything. And I was like, wow. Then they have an ambulance down there. It's if anybody from out of state is coming to visit New York on vacation or something, that should be like one of the places you should go and check it out. And yeah, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah, the memorial. I've seen the memorial a few times, and the park. Yeah, it's really nice. They really like made it into something like really, really nice. To think all I remember how that all looked. How the way it looks now, like you can't even imagine what was there before. Like you would never know.
No.
The way they did the park with the waterfalls and everything there, like with the footprints, like that shit's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty sad and nice at the same time. So
yeah,
it's and it's actually it's like one of like the buildings, like one of the walls are down there that like that existed like part of the building. So it's like the sub basement, probably like level 5 or 6 or something, because it's like really deep down there. Because remember they had shopping malls down there.
Yeah, the malls were in the sub levels. Yeah, the buildings went deep in. People don't realize how deep in they were.
Yeah, they even went deeper than what we think they were, because they had like vaults down there and everything. Like they had like gold stored in. That's the first place the government went. After they dug everything out, they went down there. They wanted to make sure they had that gold still down there. So.
Yeah, you know it.
Yeah, so it's one of those things. My union lost 9 members, 2 of them from my local. today was my local union meeting, so of course we had our moment of silence. So
Yeah.
one of those things we do every year for the victims of 9/11. So it's one of those things. But yeah, that's about it.
All right, Marky 316. What do you got to say? If you don't want to, go ahead. Don't worry.
Yeah. Well,
This is your moment, because we're not gonna end the show on the.
No.
We'll bring it up now. Because we always, us, we all.
Right.
So
I mean,
we gotta bring it up today.
We would, we've talked about this a little bit last time and a little bit here and there when we're amongst ourselves and all that. But basically, at the time when that happened, I was at work. I was watching TV like everybody else. I was on a call. All of a sudden, someone yelled, "Yo, a plane hit the World Trade." I'm like, "What?" And just watching it like everybody else. And then when the second one hit, that's when my cell phone went off, and it was my brother calling about my father, because he at the time he works in New Jersey, but he did say he was going to New York this week. We didn't know what day, so I got in touch with him, and luckily he just got into New Jersey when that was going on, and that about it. And we were like, "Oh, are you okay?" And he's like, "Oh, I can't get out right now, and I'm stuck here." And I was like, "Well, stay there, because we don't know what the hell's going on." So that was that's what I remember. I still can't get the vision out, and I at the time, I'm on the island, and I know when I got home and I had the windows open, we can literally smell the smoke and that smell, and I can't get that smell out of me. And this jersey that I'm wearing right now, before I put the 9/11 patch on it, I had tickets to Rangers home opener, and I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks after that. Probably it was very shortly after that happened, and they had the Rangers home opener, and they were still going to play, because they're like, "Oh, we're not going to let this stop everything." And basically, when I got out of Penn Station to go outside to Madison Square Garden, it just took me back. You had that smell, and it was a lot stronger now, and you see smoke, and you overlook, and they're not there no more. So it was a very emotional day for me. Also, word of my father. My father lost some colleagues that worked at World Trade, and people that he worked with lost their sons, wives, and that's my take back on it. And after all the years, it's just something that we're just in New York. We're never going to forget about that day, and no matter how hard we try, we can't. And we can always we moved on with, like you said, the memorial is very respectful, very a nice place to see. I would recommend, like you said, please check that out. And that's it. So not to bring anybody down and everything, but hey, let's go on with the show and everything like that.
So, we got 24 views right now. I want to give a quick shout out to the chat, because there's a lot of comments on there. I haven't had a chance to read it. So real quick, Dino Man 1980, J. Raham 78, Brian Spaceboy 227, Thomas Churchill, SS Comic Reader, liking the covers 4963, Puff Puff Comics, Gomez Comic Collector, Alex the Comic Hoarder, Midwest Comic Man, Pop Culture Man, Count Von Strange, Lord Tapman, Wolf Fox 77, Eddie the Comic Guy, Jeff Johnson. I know Jeff Johnson. You come right in between. Jason Smith, AG Surfer, the Comic Book Extinct, and the Great Legend. And I think that's everyone for now.
We'll let Eddie the Comic Guy in. He works behind the camera.
Yeah, Eddie he's running the chat for us today. So, all right, let's get right into it real quick. This weekend, NY Warriors had a getaway again. You know how we do. We went to the Clifton Comic Show, Clifton, New Jersey. But we didn't see anybody from Jersey over there. None of the Jersey boys over there, right?
Our Jersey boys, our Jersey brothers.
We didn't see Jimmy C. We didn't see Ripper Tay. We didn't see Vince. We didn't see, and no Jersey boys were there. Anyway, we were there, and we had fun. It was me, Carlos, Jeff, and Manny. We had a good time. We picked up some good books, and it's it was an awesome show. What do you guys think? I know me and Manny have gone several times already, but this is Jeff's and Carlos's first time. So was it the way we made it out to be?
Yeah, it was like a giant comic book store. Pretty much. I mean, it reminded me of, you remember those back in the days, those Comic Cons in churches where it was nothing but vendors. It was in the basement of the church, nothing but vendors. No celebrities, no signatures, no nothing, just comics. And I love that. I mean, you said, yeah, you don't have to bring that much money. Everything's on the budget, which is true, but it's just like there's so many comics everywhere. Just, I can't. That's the only way I can describe it, man. That was awesome. I wish I brought more money.
What about you, Carlos? How was it for your first time going?
No, I definitely enjoyed it. I agree with Jeff. It was like back in the 90s when we would go to the church basements. That's how it was the comic we would buy, or sometimes the hotels when they had their little conventions. But it was definitely a lot of fun, and you definitely could pick up some good stuff.
All right. Yeah, so definitely it's a good show, man. We all picked up some good books, and I'm sure you're gonna see haul videos. I got a video lined up. I'll probably sometime later this week.
Did you give a shout out to Wolf and Fox 77?
Yes, Wolf and Fox 77. Yeah, I did. Yeah, he said he's from NYC, right? He's from Manny, NYC.
Yeah, he's not from NYC, but he's from.
I know what he meant.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so we had that. So so there's not much to say about the show. It was a good show. We had fun. We all picked up some books on there, and we're gonna put out videos later this week. Well, I am later this week. I don't know about you guys, but one thing I wanted to talk about is because of all the hurricanes and things like that have been going by, and I noticed a few people, they were talking about protection. Protect your family and first. You know what I mean? But guys like us, we have all these collectibles and everything, and we tried to plan in advance for storms or whatever. Protect whatever we got, whatever comics we got. And one thing that people always say is you should have insurance in your collection, especially if you have a collection with older books that are valuable and things like that. But you know what? Insurance is not as simple as people think. I'm gonna just tell you my little experience with it. I tried to put insurance one time on my comic books. I try to use my insurance company, which is Geico, because they do renters insurance for things like that. And when it comes to comics, they won't just insure them based on what you paid for them. You got to get them appraised, and then getting them appraised is a whole nother ball game, because most appraisers won't appraise your comics unless they're graded already. So that's another. So it's not as simple or as cheap as people think. It's really expensive to get insurances done. Marky's wife is insurance, and he tried the process also. So go ahead, Marky, show them what you what you know about it.
Well, when I was getting ready to get this place and everything like that, that came into mind. Actually, my wife goes, it's like, what about your comics and all that stuff? Do you want to do something with insurance? And I was like, well, yeah, but what do you need? And she basically said, you need a quote. You need something on paper saying that this is what it's worth, and so we can add it in if we want to do that. So I looked at the Overstreet guide, the copy that I had, and it has this site that I have up right now. And so, what's that? You can't hear me?
I'm sorry. I just want to let the channel. If you guys have any comments on insuring comics or anything that you guys, want to share with us, just let us know in the comments, and we'll.
Yeah. I'm sure we're not the only ones. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, we're not the only ones. We all learn from each other, right?
Exactly.
So basically, I went to this site. I asked for a quote, and I had a guy that called me. He called me right away. I would say a day. He called me the next day. first thing he asks is like, what do you have in your collection, and what kind? Because it's not just comics. It's anything, stamps, something collectible, something with a value. If you have a receipt and whatever, it also helps too. But basically, they can send down a guy to your location, and he'll go through your collection, graded or non, and basically give his best estimate of what they are worth, and that is your price. So basically, if eBay's selling it for $100 and the guy said no, it's only worth $20, guess what? You're not getting it for $100. You're not going off of eBay prices. You're not going off all that. You have to get this on a piece of paper so you can submit it to the insurer, saying I have these collectibles and this is how much it's worth, and this is the quote.
Well,
and
people gotta remember. I just want to add, and I don't mean to cut you off, Mark. I just want to add to it, and you guys let me know what you guys feel. But this is how I feel, and it kind of makes sense to what you're saying. People always think that a GPA or a last sold price tells you what the book is worth, but that doesn't mean that that's what the book is worth. That just means one person paid for it, or the average people are paying for it. It doesn't mean that that's what is value, because all those people could be wrong and they're overpaying. So does that make it that that's what it's worth? No, it's not.
Right. It all depends. Like the guy told me on the phone. It all depends what you got, and then he asks, well, in your case estimate, what's your roundabout figure? Do you have so he basically gave me an idea of what is going to cost and all that, and we were talking about a couple of $100 for them to come down and whatever, and then they actually make policies too, so you can actually take this policy and have it separate from your homeowners and all that stuff, or you can just take their quote and then add it to yours. But either way, your insurance is going up, especially with you guys seen some of our books and everything. Some of us got some big keys, some of us got some mediocre stuff and all that stuff. But it's like now your insurance bill is going to go up and you have to pay that every year. But like some people out there that's got number ones, and all that stuff, some big books, big boy books. Yeah, I mean, it'd be, especially if you're in a risk area, like with all these hurricanes and everything, you're near water, you're near this. It'd be very wise to get some insurance on those books alone. You don't have to do your whole collection, but those books, you can't replace those books. And so it's a hit and a miss. It's basically how you want to treat your collection. You got a collection that hey, this is worth this much, and I'm damn right I'm on the friggin' water. I'm not taking a chance. Because I don't care. You can put it on the highest top of your house. Look what happened to Florida. People's roofs ripped off. People's houses are demolished. It's just you can't prepare for anything unexpected as that. And at least you got some sane of mind that say I'm insured for whatever, and you can get it back and whatever. And that's it. But you have to do the paperwork. You have to do the legal mumbo jumbo crap, and then that's basically it.
Yeah. So basically,
it's going to cost you. It's going to cost you.
People to come to your house, man.
Mm-hmm.
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask the panel. Let me ask you guys a question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me ask you guys a question. Like, Manny, what would you insure in your collection? What if you had to pick 3 books that you had to put insurance on? What would they be? That's for all of you. All of you guys think about what 3 books.
I know.
Yeah,
I definitely put my Dark Side one.
The Jack Kirby one?
Books. The Jack Kirby one, the Jimmy Olsen one, 134. That's a high grade. That's a 9.2. Captain America, probably the Golden Age one. So that's about another $1,000 book. And then I don't really have. I mean, I guess the Batman Golden Age one. That's about another $600-$700 book. And those are the 3 books, right? Right there. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
There you go. Yeah. What about you, Marky? I know what books you're gonna put.
Man, I think you're holding me to 3 here. Oh, okay.
You had to pick 3.
All right. So 3. Number one. Showcase 22. First Hal Jordan Green Lantern. Must. That's an automatic. Number 2. First Supergirl. Definitely. And of course, Number 3 was Avengers number 4, but that got bumped now since I now obtained the first Brainiac from Action Comics. So it would be those. And then if I had to sneak in another one, definitely my Batman 121 also. But those are my main 3. Definitely Hal Jordan Showcase 22 is number 1 on the list because that's first ever. So those are mine.
Yeah.
What about you, Eli? You got anything that you, if you had to insure, what would you insure? Which 3?
If I had to, I don't really have that many big books, but probably that Red She-Hulk because it's like a $600 book, like raw. I think like four $600 books, something like that around there. So, and probably my Hulk 105 maybe. I don't know. It's not really a big money book, but yeah. Yeah.
You need one more.
Really it.
Yeah, pick one. Spawn number 1.
Yeah, it's Spawn number 1.
Only if it's a 9.8. Only if it's a 9.8.
Not even. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't have like I said, like my collection's pretty small. Look got a lot of like older books. I'm just starting with the older book. You know what? Actually, I have my Steranko Captain America 110. So yeah, I'd insure that those 3.
That's good. Those are good books.
That's it.
What about you, Jeff? What would you
Well, I would insure my Scooby-Doo team up with Scooby-Doo and Harley Quinn. Gotta insure that book.
Oh, get out of here. That was the back in the day speculation book. We all know who speculated that one.
First book, when as soon as you guys said insurance, first book that popped off in my head was my Batman Adventures 12. First appearance of Harley Quinn.
Okay.
For now.
For now.
Yeah.
Another one would have to be Black Panther number 1. And it would also have to
Jack
be
Kirby?
Yeah. Also would have to be Fantastic Four issue number 52, first appearance of Black Panther.
Okay. Yeah, definitely some good books, man. Definitely.
That's a 9.8 too.
What about you, Carlos?
I wouldn't insure my entire shop.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What about you, Carlos? If you had to insure 3 books, what would you insure?
It would definitely be that Princess Leia number 1.
I knew that
got
was
signed by a few people, and Carrie Fisher signed it too.
That's right. I knew you was gonna say that one. I knew it. I would too. You know, you got to protect that SIG.
Yep, that one. Then I'll probably say that Son of Dathomir that I got, the sketch one. That only 500 of them were printed.
Yeah, definitely. Yo, people don't know that book is a sleeper. When I looked up that book and I saw $500, $400, I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
I can't believe it was that expensive.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I'll probably say my next one will be this one. I haven't got it graded yet, but some people know the story of this one. My New Mutants '87.
Yeah.
That's the one that I got Louis Simonson to sign it, Walt Simonson, McFarlane to sign it, which he signed it with like what's it, that paint pen?
And it's smeared,
Remember
right?
that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little smeared.
Yeah, I want to read your comment real quick, Carlos. Forward Flashes said, "Leave it to Silos to pick Star Wars because he can't." Carlos can't see the chat, you know. So I'm just reading it for him so he can know what you said.
Shout out to Forward Flash.
Your book is in the mail, man.
Me, okay. As far as me, what books? One of my books that I would insure is right here. And to be honest, I don't know how valuable it is, but it's just it's one of the best covers I love in my collection, which is this one right here.
Oh yeah,
you know,
that's a
Golden
dollar
Age.
book, bro.
Yeah, right. $1 book my ass. So this is.
I'm sorry.
My Superman Jimmy also would have been one of them. I really thought it was going to come back higher as a 5.5, but I just love that book. I would love to find a high grade one day on that one. And to be honest, though, I got fucking books at CBCS right now that are fucking valuable as books, man. We got Golden Age. Me and Manny both got Golden Age books at CBCS right now. And we got really old fucking Silver Age books. I mean, early Silver Age books, 10 centers that are high grade, they're stuck over there. We don't know what the fuck is going on. So
that shit is closed. They send them people over there to check.
I know. And we just sent Cholula Comics. Shout out to Jonathan Cholula. He did a signing for us at SFCon for Bruce Timm. So Manny got 3 books signed. I got 1 book signed, and I sent my Wonder Woman San Diego Comic Con exclusive, the panel one. I sent that out to get graded also. So we have all those books between me and Manny right now. We got about 10, 15. We got about 17 books still at CBCS, with just those 2 orders alone. Yeah, it is. We got a lot.
But all right, did you guys get the letter from CBCS about their situation?
Yeah,
no power.
Yeah, they got no power, but none of the books over there got damaged. No leaks,
structural damage,
floods,
no leaks.
just no power. So all your comics are in the dark.
Google the address and post it. Let's see what the pictures look like of this building.
That they don't got.
I did it one time.
Yeah.
It looked like a parking lot.
Manny was talking about that earlier. Like if we could see, because now with the Google, you can go street level and you can see their front entrance or whatever. Yeah. So we was wondering if it's a whole building they own, or is it like an office building they got a couple of floors in it? Or
it's an office building. Hold on. You guys keep talking while I look them up.
Yeah, keep talking. Oh, I want to. Yo, I watched that video that dude did about CBCS. He got his books back.
Yeah, I never watched it. Yeah.
Well, they weren't jacked up. They were
They want ungraded.
They sent them back ungraded. Yeah, I mean, he said every time he'll go, he'll badmouth them everywhere he'll go. That's his opinion. But
we all got opinions on grading. You already know that.
Yeah, remember I gave my opinion and I got linked.
Yo, let me finish, man. Shut the fuck up. Let me finish. Get out. Listen.
Fucking man.
That shit is fucked up. What happened to him? Because it happened to me. I feel his pain because the same shit happened to me. But the only thing is, I didn't try to get my books pressed by them because at that time I don't think they were doing pressing. They were sending them out. Ricketts is the one that does the pressing. He's the in-house. He's saying that they don't have in-house pressing, but they do have in-house pressing. It's Steve Ricketts who does the pressing, who's I guess he's a grader there also. I mean, he just had one bad experience. But one bad experience, I mean, that's too many, to be honest with you. But in my opinion, I think he should try to fix the situation with his books. Give them another try and see what happens. Because I promise you this, after that once, it probably won't happen again. I mean, it's not like this. Things like this happen all the time, you know. So I just wanted to say something about that because he was really upset, and I feel bad. I feel bad for him. He was upset about what happened, And these were big books.
Yeah.
We're talking about Giant Size X-Men #1. It's Werewolf by Night, first appearance of Moon Knight. What else he had in there? He had
First Blade. He has First Blade.
First Blade. Yeah, he had a lot of key books, man. It was just fucked up. They sent him back. I mean, this happened to me last year, and I understand where he's coming from. And just take into consideration. Just try to give him one more time. Give him the benefit of the doubt. Give him another chance.
Yeah, I did the same thing with CGC. You remember, I've used them multiple times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I still gave them, and I wasn't trying to look for nothing. I really wanted my shit done right because, CGC. Even though we rag on the jizz and all that, their slab is nice. Their label is nice.
Yeah.
It looks good. So we see that. We know we're not stupid. So we wanted them to work out, and it just didn't happen. I've had back-to-back bad experiences with them. You know what I mean? And then when they when you talk to them, you know,
you see, that's. I mean, I just kept, we were submitting books to CGC. I was submitting books. I even bought a membership. I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'll just buy a membership, do whatever. And submit your books. It's like they don't give a shit about you. They don't give a shit about your books. You try to be. I mean, they're not there to be your friend, but you try to talk to them. Be nice. They're dicks about everything. So
Yeah,
but
let me tell you something.
It doesn't matter if you got shitty customer service and you go to these cons and these guys are assholes. You know me. You guys know me. I'll speak my mind. I don't give a fuck. The con, and I don't want to take that risk of me blowing up on them. First off, they got my book. Second, they could go to the con promoter and tell them I don't want this fucking guy here. And you know what kind of power? Well, I'm not gonna say power, but you know what kind of people they are. They'll probably get me kicked out of the fucking con. So I hold my tongue. It is what it is, man. So I just chose not to deal with them anymore. I'm not saying that I won't buy CGC products. Like I will buy if it's on eBay. I won't submit.
Yeah.
But that's about it, man.
I'm not going through my shit, but but the CBCS seems to be like, if there's an issue, like Manny, you had that issue and you called and whatever, and they tried to fix it up and do you right and whatever and everything like that. With that guy, that's a big fuck up.
Yeah,
that
is a big fuck. I mean, I'm gonna keep. You know what? I'm gonna keep it 100 with everybody on here. Everybody listens to this shit.
Right.
I didn't have just one problem. I had multiple problems, and every time they always fixed it and they always made it right. And that's me. That's just the kind of guy that I am. I have patience, and I just don't.
Manny has patience.
Be like, oh fuck no, bro.
I don't know about patience.
I have a little. Well,
I'm just gonna mute myself on that one. Okay.
You got patience now.
A little bit. But you know what I'm saying. It's like, it's just whatever. I'm not gonna. It's comics, man. And I know. I don't get so upset about the shit because when when we buy comics, we know how to buy comics. Like, we don't go out and pay retail for our comics, because I definitely don't fucking pay retail for my fucking comics. Maybe a couple of them, but that's because I really wanted them. But that's just what it is. I'm not gonna get upset for something that they gotta fix, and I know they're gonna fix it because they know they were in the wrong.
Hey, Manny, let me interrupt you for 1 second.
Done,
I just looked up on the chat, and our boy Roger, who got hit in the storm over at Puerto Rico. So just want to give a shout out to Roger. Hey, we glad you up and running, man.
Yeah, Roger, man.
Good to see you, Roger.
It's good to see you on the chat too, man. I know it's kind of late for you. Roger was supposed to actually make an appearance on the show, but it's a little too late for him. But hopefully we could get Roger on the next show, whenever he's ready, Also popped in there real quick. Jonathan Cholula popped in there. Shout out to him. Also, who popped in there? Shout out to Bluntzilla's there. Rick.
Oh, Rick.
Bluntzilla. Yeah, it's been a while, Rick, man. How you doing?
What's up, man? It was awesome, dude. Go see it.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
It was good.
Oh my God.
All right, so one more thing that we wanted to talk about. I know, we kind of like the 9/11 thing took a little long or whatever. I'm looking at the time right now. But one thing I think we wanted to talk about is the prices that these guys are requesting now for signatures for grading. It's just ridiculous. And then not even grading. I want to talk about the first one. I want to talk about Mark Hamill.
It's not grading.
Yeah, Mark Hamill is charging this year at New York Comic Con $295, and that doesn't include the picture with him. Okay, the picture is another $300. Like,
Oh,
who the
no.
hell does this guy think he is? What do you guys think about that? You know what?
Anybody
I'm gonna leave.
charges for a
He's the
picture is a
last
scumbag. I'm
Jedi.
sorry.
That's fine.
Real quick, I know you guys all got your thoughts on it, but I want Carlos to give his thoughts on
Oh,
that.
yeah, Carlos, it's all you, man.
Go
What do
ahead,
you
bro.
think?
Oh man, that pissed me off, bro. Because you know I wanted him to sign that Princess Leia one, the one that Carrie Fisher signed. When I saw $300, I'm like, damn, man. I mean, I'll be honest. If I had $300 to spare, fuck it, I'll pay it. But I really don't have that at the moment. So, I mean, because we all know once you get Carrie Fisher and Mark Hamill sig on a book, that's like a $2,000 book right there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of.
but-
It was. I know it was heartbreaking when you.
Hell yeah, man. It was heartbreaking.
Carlos just asked us, "Yo, how much is Mark Hamill?" And that same day, that's when the announcement
The
came out.
announcement came, and we all our drawers dropped because I'm sure everybody wanted to get him, and I was actually gonna hey, get a Mark Hamill for me on one of my Star Wars figures that I got, and I'm like, fuck that. But this isn't the first actor.
Carrie Fisher charged $80 last year.
I know. It's just for some reason, this is what it is. But remember that one year where Sylvester Stallone came and he charged $400 for the autograph, $500 for the photo and the autograph. That's a photo op. That was unheard of. But he never signs.
Real quick, Jason Smith said, "The hell he thinks he's still hot. He thinks he's still hot like he was back in the 70s."
And well, yeah, because unfortunately, yeah, he is, because he's going to be a major thing in this next Star Wars movie. So he's
But
capitalizing
so you know
on
what? Okay, let's think about this for a second. Mark Hamill, he was what? The Jester on Flash?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. And he's the voice of Joker, the Joker everybody loves.
Right.
And he's freaking Luke Skywalker. He could, even though we all think it's outrageous, he could demand those prices.
Yeah.
Because of who he is. Like I was telling you guys before in the off air, Harrison Ford, he could do the same thing. He could charge $1,000.
$1,000 to $500 he can get easily.
People will pay for it. I will pay for it because he never signs. Exactly.
Yo, and you know what? That's why the rich stay rich, man.
That's right.
One thing I won't pay for though is a picture.
Yeah, the picture thing, but
I think that's kind of unfair.
It's unfair, but you also got to understand the circumstances. When I went to the Star Trek convention, I know. I don't taboo. Oh God, Star Trek. Yes, I went to the Star Trek convention, and I went to see Leonard Nimoy and William Shatner. At the time, Shatner and Nimoy were charging $60 each. Now that ain't happening no more. Well, one at least. Leonard Nimoy passed away. But the thing is, the line was so friggin' long that they had to do a lottery system. Like, they gave you a number. You had to wait till that certain amount of numbers go by. I mean, literally, you're waiting there hours, and you're like in an auditorium. And it's literally, hello, how you doing? Give me your item from one handler. You see Mr. Shatner sign it, and then you're on your way out. No pictures, no nothing, just like cattle going right in, and then he signs, goes like that. That's what's going to happen. You can't have, hey, can I take a picture? Then you're uprooting the whole line. Everybody's going to get pissed for waiting all this time. That's why it takes time, because they get up, they talk to you, they have to set the camera. So that's why they're doing no photos. That's why they're only doing the photo op. So when he's done signing everybody, he comes back 3 hours later after a lunch or whatever. Then he sits in a room, and all the people that paid for the photo op wait in the line, go and take the photo op, and that's it.
Then you take that stupid ass photo op. You motherfuckers are just standing there. Yeah, look like stiff bastards.
Yeah, y'all guys standing there while he's eating lunch. He's in the back eating lunch.
I mean, you can go like this.
Yeah, and this guy just be there like this, like Stan Lee.
Right. Yeah, I know. He's just like this. He's like that, and he's like, yeah, just take the picture and go. Okay.
Yeah, shit looks like some Photoshop, bro.
I know, right? It looks so photoshopped. Yes.
But you know what, guys? This is what we're gonna do. I got an idea.
Yeah, you gotta lick Mark Hamill's toes for his autograph. I know.
No, that's your job. This is what we're gonna do. Big AppleCon. We're gonna get a table, right? And we're gonna charge everybody. How many of this? Right now, there's like 6 of us in the panel.
Yeah.
$10 per warrior, and we're just gonna sign a pair of Timbs. That's what
You
we're
know
gonna
what's
do.
gonna
We're
happen?
gonna sign Tim's.
I'll tell you right now
At
what's
Big
gonna
Apple
happen.
Con. What?
The real Warriors are gonna come and they're gonna put them Tims on and kick our asses with them. That's what's gonna happen.
They old men already. They old men already.
I remember the show I went to. They were there and everything, you know, and not that many people there for him, but you know, I felt bad. But yeah,
Unless we have Biggs and Jeff at the two end of the table so they can watch us.
Yeah. But come on, who wouldn't want a pair of Timberlands signed by the NY Warriors?
Well, you know what? It's not just the way how popular conventions are and getting these guys' signature. That's what drives
That's
us
the whole
prices
thing.
also. You know what I mean?
And they're having Kevin Conroy and Tara Strong there too, so you have the whole Batman animated cast there. So that's like a multi thing or whatever. But
Kevin Conroy, he don't even charge.
He doesn't charge. You're right. But
no,
Tara
Kevin Conroy, he charges, but he don't charge a lot. I think he charges like $30.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what the chick is charging, but you could get her to sign Harley Quinn.
Yeah, any Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And also remember she does
Harley
video
Quinn.
games too, voice of Harley Quinn, Injustice, the Batman games, and all that stuff. So you've got
because she does that because what else have she done?
Oh, she
does.
She does a lot of voices. She does
voices. That's it. What else she done? I don't know this lady. I only know her from fucking Batman.
No, she does it.
She does voices from My Little Pony.
Voices. She's a voice.
Power Rangers.
Power Rangers.
And she's the voice of Raven in Teen Titans Go.
Yep.
Oh yeah, voice of Raven, Teen Titans Go.
Oh, there you go, man. She's making that guap.
Yeah, they're making money. You know, it's not even just them. The prices of all signatures are going up. You know, regardless.
Oh yeah.
Who it is. You know.
Demand.
Just what I can remember.
You buy Leaf Original.
I think CBCS.
You wait every 6 months.
What happened, Eli?
Let's say you wait every 6 months for the Leaf Originals. You get the autographs. You pay $100. Boom, you got autographs.
I think CBCS. Last week they posted something on one of their Facebook groups. The prices for New York Comic Con for the guy, the creators. What they charging for signatures if you're gonna slab through right? That's what it was.
Yeah, you send the book to them, they will get it.
They'll get it signed
up, and you get a signature series. But you go to them first. They like being the facilitators because they're dealing with those artists at that time at the show.
Yeah. So what I could just remember, Neil Adams was $50 to get it. The Neil Adams $50. That's a lot, man. This guy jumped from 20 to 30 to 50 in like a year's time.
And that's without a donut.
Yeah, without a donut. Then Liefeld is charging. He's charging $100 if you're doing New Mutants 87 and 98.
98.
You know,
just those two books will cost you $100 each. Everything else, what was it?
I don't remember the price.
I don't know. It was like 50, I think. It was up there. Anything it has Domino, any of the characters.
Oh yeah,
charges a lot.
Any of the
Rob Liefeld, get off your high horse.
Yeah, but you know what? He'll sign that young blood for free.
Yeah, he'll sign that young blood for free.
He should sign that young blood for free. Anyway,
or he should sign all them books that look like Marvel characters for free.
All the characters look the same.
All his characters look the same.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna slow down with the signatures. And to be honest, the only signatures I want are the signatures of like the older guys that are not in the industry anymore, that are getting tougher and tougher to find, like Joe Gila and the Larry Liebermans, and those are the type of signatures that I want. I don't really care too much about these new guys.
Wait a minute, this is funny. Y'all guys are reading. I'm reading the chat, and Papasaurus said he'll pay Liefeld $100 just to draw a foot that looks right.
Oh,
actually, his feet been looking all right though lately.
Yeah, some current stuff that he's been doing. He's been fixing his feet lately. Yes.
On the covers, at least. If you read his interiors, he's still got.
Interiors, we still got to debate about.
Look how long it took.
It takes him like 6 months to draw one page.
It's just like a fine wine. You get better in age.
Yeah. Yeah. Eddie was just saying. Also, I remember Frank Miller was charging $100 at Big Apple Con. Cholula said at CF Con. Neil Adams was already charging $50 also. per signature. So yeah, so the prices are definitely up now. You know, so I think I'm done with those. Like, I'm not paying them.
Yeah.
That type of money
AG
per signature.
Joe Sinat is going to be at East Coast Comic Con next year.
Yeah. Joe Sinat. Yeah, that's the con.
So if you
Definitely
want
we all
something
gonna
signed,
prep.
send it to Jeff. He'll get it signed.
I'll sign a pair of Timbs.
All right, so you know what? It's. I think it's that time that we're speaking of Timbs. You know, it's about that time that the NY Warriors put on their Timberland boots and take a walk over to Midtown Comics. Those bastards that don't sponsor us, but we show their goddamn website every fucking episode.
All right. Well, we might be going a little over, so I will try to go through this fast. So let's just get right into it.
It's a big week. It's a big week in comics this Wednesday, so we're gonna go through them as quick as possible.
Right. So let's just go right into it. Action Comics right here, the 3D cover. This is the start of the Oz storyline, which is incorporating the Watchmen characters, supposedly, or the button. You know, basically, who is this guy in the background? If anybody's been reading the Action Comics series, which me and Biggie's have been, so this guy over there, and he has all this knowledge and all this other stuff. So, Biggie, who do you think it is? Do you think it's Ozymandias from Watchmen, or you think it's someone else?
To be honest,
Lex Luthor.
I have no clue, man. It could be anybody. You know,
it could be anybody.
Brainiac.
True.
Could be Rick Rude.
True, but that's so it would be. This would be the. I guess like if you tilt it one way, that's the one panel, and the other panel would be this.
Yeah.
So that's your three. They have a regular cover and the 3D cover.
Yeah, it could be somebody left field. It could be like Metron or somebody. You know, it could be one of them because they've been putting these new God characters into everything right now.
And then here's that they actually have three. They have the 3D, the regular, and this is the C cover. So this is Oz right here.
That's and Superman is scared. Look,
Superman. As Frost would say, Superman's acting like a pussy. So
yeah, but you know what? That might be a little hint because it looked like Superman knows who it is.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're gonna
come on with a face. He's gonna go like that. Oh shit!
Yeah. Like one ugly motherfucker. Anyway.
Jason Smith said it's Superboy Prime. I wish it was Superboy Prime. That'd be badass.
If it's Superboy Prime, I will lose my shit because that fucker is it's second to Jason Todd being a whiny little bitch before he got blown up. He is the most hated person in DC. I hate that bastard.
All right, take care, CBA comic book.
CBA, take care. Yeah. All right, so we got that's a DF. That's Batgirl and the Birds of Prey.
Sold out for some reason.
Oh, that
the
B cover sold out.
Oh, that's why.
B cover.
That's why. Okay, that cover is sold out online. Go figure on that one. All right.
Yeah, because of the pretty girls.
Pretty girls.
Yeah,
all right.
The girls and the drawings not even that great.
All right, here we go. Medal number 2. Woohoo! I'm ready. This foil cover.
Up cover.
Yep, they have the foil cover as usual, and this is the Andy Kubert cover.
I kind of like that one.
And a little Court of Owls going on there, you know. So, and Jim Lee.
That's gonna be color.
It's not black and white. It's gonna be probably color. Yeah. That's not the final art.
I don't understand why they don't wait for Jim Lee's. They keep showing them black
and white. They don't know it. That's why I don't think they tell them yet.
Yeah,
they won't find out until tomorrow.
He doesn't know what color Batman is, so they gotta wait.
Yeah.
So.
And do we have a D? They're not showing the John Romita Jr. cover. They're not showing.
Yeah, because they haven't showed it yet. That's why. Right. They'll show it tomorrow. They'll what you call it with the website? They'll update it.
True. Detective Comics 964. All right.
Nah, no thanks.
Yeah, but the next cover looked like Batman got his ass kicked big time.
Oh, gee.
Damn, Batman got killed.
That's a whack cover.
That is whack. Look like Freddy Krueger got him.
Yeah. Nah, that's probably Clayface that has him.
Flash, number 30.
Oh, that's coming in my thing.
Flash fights the pimple monster.
Yeah. Yeah, he's been negative Flash this whole time.
Negative Flash, right. That's the variant.
Oh, that one looks nice. That one looks nice.
Nah, fuck that Flash shit.
I've been reading this. It's been great so far. This is Hal Jordan and the Green Lanterns when you're dealing with the new gods, and then they're doing something with Light Ray now. So it's pretty damn interesting.
That's an Ethan Van Sciver cover?
That is regular Sandov. I can't even pronounce his fucking name.
Rafa
Sandovai.
Yeah, and here's the variant cover. That's okay, and everybody's favorite Harley Quinn. She is 25 years old, so of course they have to make a 25th anniversary special. I'm sure you've seen all the 10,000 fucking variant covers from all exclusives. I'm getting one of them, only one, because it's I'm getting that autograph that's coming autograph from the artist. It's the one that did the Gamora variant from KRS Comics. That person. Yeah. I'm getting hers, but here we go. Happy birthday, Harley Quinn. A whole bunch of artists and all this other stuff. Paul Dini.
I like it, the Terry Dodson one. I like
Terry Dodson one.
Jim Lee one is nice. Not that bad.
Yeah, but the Jim Lee one's a cut and paste. That's from one of his other books, one of the other drawings he did.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
We've seen that, but
let me see the Terry Dodson one.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that one. I'm getting that.
Yeah, that's a nice one.
That's a nice one.
And that's it. Just the 3, and then the 10 millions of friggin' exclusive covers. You got a Greg Horn. You got the one that we talked about. I mean, I'm sure there's a slew of other ones out there. So pick your poison. Harley Quinn. Yeah, no.
I don't even read that shit. I'll probably just get the Terry Dodson.
Yeah. But let's go to Mr. Miracle, man.
Yeah, you want to just go right to Mr. Miracle? Nobody reads Justice League or anything like that. Okay, so we're going right. Here is the sleeper hit of the year, Mr. Miracle. So that's the A cover. That's the A cover.
Again, both of them.
And the B cover, which I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get the B cover. Surprisingly good, I think. Yeah. Surprisingly good book. We all were getting it because we're New Gods fans, and when we read it, we went, "Holy shit, this was a good fucking book!" And boom, it's already like a $10 book when you try to find it in the back issues because they're having it on the wall now or something. So
Jim Lee even went live on it last week with the artists discussing panel by panel. That was awesome.
That was awesome.
Mitch. No, not with Mitch. I don't think it was with Mitch. It was with somebody. Yeah, it was with Mitch.
Red Hood and the Outlaws. I have not been reading anything, but I know they had been friends with Bizarro Superman here. So
everybody I know is reading that says it's really good.
I know everybody's saying it's. I just, you know what? Until I catch up with all these other storylines, I will take a gander at this because I think I read one of them and I thought it was quite interesting and quite good. New Superman. Nobody's reading that, right?
Should we go down to Suicide Squad?
Yeah, let's just go down to Suicide Squad. We got Scooby-Doo, Suicide Squad.
I don't know why that's Suicide Squad.
That's the regular cover, yeah. And then this one sold out too. What the hell?
I don't know why. I'm not feeling it.
I don't get it. It looks like any other Harley Quinn exclusive variant, so.
How much is that cover price?
It's a regular price. So that one is sold out. Sold out. Oh, and then let's just go right to the variant because nobody cares about the regular cover. One per customer. There you go. Archer Part Duh of the Supergirl line.
Cover. She's sitting down.
Yeah, she's basically just sitting down and petting her pussy. So that's what we're getting with that. Well, she is. All right. I'll just call it like I see it. Okay. Shit.
All right. Man. Come on.
I'm getting there. Superwoman. Anybody? Well, this one looks cool. That's a cool cover, I guess.
Yeah, that's a nice cover. That's Emanuela Lupicina. Yep. She's gonna be at New York City Comic Con too.
Yeah, that's why I pulled it up because I know you talk about her a little bit like that.
Right. She's nice.
Oh, and let's hit the Wonder Woman.
See, this is another. Oh, the Wonder Woman and let me see the Teen Titans. Oh, okay, that's all right.
That's your style. Too sharp.
That's Aqualad.
Aqualad. All right, Wonder Woman. That's the regular one. And this one is again. Yeah, Jenny Friesen.
Jenny Friesen. Yeah, Jenny Friesen.
That is
sold out. Yeah, you notice with Batman, they first went patriotic, then Superman went patriotic, now they doing Wonder Woman patriotic.
So you can put them all together.
Yeah.
Patriotic, that's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Just like with Captain America, Superman, Wonder Woman, Batman. Those are all patriotic characters.
Mm-hmm. All right. So that ends it with DC. Let's just go right down to got Kiss Vampirella. I'm picking those up. Sheena, nobody cares. Nobody cares. IDW, Dread, no. First Strike, no. My Little Pony, maybe for Jeff. Image, image. Anybody, image.
Nope.
No. If it ain't Walking Dead, nobody cares. All right, Marvel. Here we go. All new Wolverine 24.
Oh, the Wolverine. Those are gonna be.
And that's sold out on Midtown.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice cover.
Nice cover.
Which was a full body cover.
The B cover of that issue.
No
I'm
thanks.
not feeling it.
Yeah.
The only those Venom ones I saw.
It looks like a Medusa with Venomized.
Yeah, it's dumb, you know.
Yeah, that first.
All right. Here you go. Little Alex Ross there for the Amazing Spider-Man there.
That's
he putting on the mask.
Oh, because he's going back to being the original Green Goblin.
Yeah, go back to that first Wolverine. Everybody in the chat likes it. I like it too.
Yeah,
they like that Wolverine. I believe it's Unknown Comics. I got that special edition cover, picture of her and Wolverine.
Oh yeah, that nice artwork.
Yeah, that one is a nice.
That's not Unknown Comics. Is Mint Comics or something like that.
Mint Comics, but how much is that?
Eddie Granoff. I bought it.
Right. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Did you buy the book or did you buy the set?
That's a real nice cover.
I couldn't get the set, man. That shit sold out. It was only 300 of the set.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it's a Virgin cover, and the regular just says Marvel Legacy on top. But you can still, it's nice. It's a nice cover. Yo, pull it up, Jeff.
I'm about to pull it up right now.
It's an awesome cover. I mean, I think they still got regular ones. Yeah, that's it right there. It's only like $13. With the tax, it comes out to like 20.
Jeff, you got it? Let me put it in yours.
Shipping.
Yeah, put it up.
Yeah.
Is that Marvel Legacy number?
Comes out to,
Marvel Legacy number one. Cover.
Yeah, that's
Eddie
nice.
Granoff.
Eddie Granoff.
Nice.
It's a nice cover.
That's dope.
I wish I could have got the Virgin. I wish I could have got that set, but I was messing around with these New York Warriors. I missed out.
So guys, this is at the Comic Mint.
All right.
Nice. All right, I'll go back to Marky. There you go.
All right. So what did we lead off? We went Spider-Man and
Ben Reilly.
Ben Reilly.
Looking like Skeletor.
Oh,
yeah.
The story might be taking a turn. I don't know where it's going, but the story's taking a weird turn, and they better not mess it up.
Hip hop cover.
I don't know why they keep doing these hip hop covers. They all look the fucking same.
They all played out now.
Yeah, it's already.
They suck.
Shit's just whack.
Deadpool.
Well, they did all the good hip hop already. Whack cover.
Deadpool.
Yeah, Secret Empire epilogue, whatever the fuck.
Whatever.
The funny variant with the barcode talking and all that shit.
UPC label.
UPC label. Defenders number 5.
Nobody's reading that crap.
Get that guy to sign that one.
Oh, the actor?
Yeah.
A little Venomized right there.
But look, we got the new generation.
Nobody cares about Venom freaking villains. Oh.
Doctor Strange and the Source. Wow,
that looked like something out of a Mad magazine.
That looks something.
It looks like what you call it, Raja Ghul.
Right.
It looked like Jesus.
Like Jesus.
Looks like Jesus with a short haircut.
Generations, Captain Marvel and Captain Marvel.
It does look like one of those Jesus cartoons they used to show you in the church.
Yeah.
Oh, there goes the Marvel guys.
Yeah, the Generations.
Oh, I got your Captain Marvel guys. You funny.
There you go.
It's another Terry Dotson right there for you, Manny.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's cut and paste, man.
That's cut and paste. All right.
Nah, that book's not.
Okay.
I've seen it before.
Yeah.
That's ugly.
Cover
Cover
sucks.
sucks. Oh, and
Oh my God! I
yeah,
we
we're
got a
getting
show.
to it. We're getting to it. We got
Gwenpool
Gwenpool,
dressed up as
Gwenpool,
Batman.
and then Jeff's #1 pull book ever, Hulk. We won't call her She-Hulky yet. What's she eating? Look, she's eating a Neil Adams donut.
She's
Neil
angry.
Adams is very
Neil Adams will give her an autograph.
Yeah, that's right. Neil Adams. He
Oh,
said,
no.
"You want $50? What? I'm hulking out. You can take this donut and shove it up your ass."
They already did this cover. She was crying in the last one because they canceled the series again.
You should get the the artist to do to autograph it and write on the forehead for loser.
Yo, Benny, Angel B said that they still have sets at Morphosync. I don't know what that is. Look at the chat when you get a chance.
Oh yeah, I see it. They have the set at. I already bought. I'm not gonna go out and buy the set now.
Why is that 5-year-old reading that?
Yeah,
I already bought the regular
like
cover. I'm okay. I'm not gonna.
Kids ain't reading it.
But
Miss
thanks, bro.
Marvel.
Thanks,
Nobody's
Angel
reading
B.
that.
Are you a
What the hell is
freestyler?
that? Night Thrasher bootleg?
I don't know. It looks like a mini ninja. I have no idea, man.
It looks like Night Thrasher's
Damien,
little
yo.
brother.
Little brother. Old Man
It's a
Logan,
crossover.
number 28.
DC.
Book sucks.
Yeah.
Nah, it's a good book.
Venomized.
Bull. Venomized covers suck.
And then back to the kiddies again with Rocket. Okay.
Why
that's
Rocket
weird.
looks like a fucking rat, yo?
I don't know,
It's not
man.
Rocket. It's Master Splinter.
Well, it's even. There he is back there. But you know what? This is what Mickey Mouse looks like right now when he's gouging us for his theme parks and everything in his fucking Marvels and Star Wars. Runaways, #1. The new Runaways
Oh,
started.
I'm not reading that. That book is
They
going
got
to
a
be crap.
Raptor. You see the fucking? What the fuck they got a Raptor for?
I have no idea. It's
That's freaking Alex from
that's
Tekken.
Scotty Young action there for Eddie the comic guy. Runaways #1.
No, Eddie, don't get that.
Yeah, don't get it, Eddie.
Yeah.
Ron Lim.
Bull.
let's keep
Well,
it
that's his
moving.
worst work
Yeah,
ever.
keep it on. Fuck the
He's
Runaways.
like
We're going okay, Secret. I am
Let's
curious
run
to
away.
read this. Is the Mark Brooks. This is the last part of it. You know,
The
basically.
epilogue.
Yeah, the epilogue.
Yeah.
See what's going to go on with Hydra Cap and regular Cap. I mean, you know, are they the same or whatever? Did they still whatever? I have no idea. But that Mark Brooks cover is awesome. You know, so
They have a Steranko cover. Do they have it? Is it coming out?
let's see. No,
Nah, that's
that's
not
that's
Steranko.
not.
No, let's go to the $80 Mike Turner variant.
Yeah, hold on. Yeah,
Yo, they lied. They said that cover was going to be cover price in the previews book.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, you know, shit happens.
No, it's not that. Marvel puts it out at cover price. It's fucking Midtown that raises it.
Well,
Midtown's
not only that, with the whole thing with their 3D covers and a lot of them not ordering it because they're not going to order 300 fucking copies of the regular one, you know, so we won't get
Well,
worried
they
about
could
that.
suck my balls.
Yeah, they can suck my balls. As Cartman says, suck my balls.
Like Cartman.
And that's the variant. God,
That's dumb.
I hate that artist so much. I want his career to
Secret
end like that other guy.
Okay, Dr. Afra. Anybody reading it?
No, but I like that cover.
I like, well, Dave Vader's like, oh, hello, remember me?
Oh.
That
I don't
cover
know,
is
looks
nice,
like a
but I don't
freaking-
like the
He
way
looks like a
Afro
King of
looks.
Fighters
I don't,
character.
right,
That series been
Exactly.
boring, man.
exactly.
Yeah.
I do not like how Afra is in this comic. I loved her in the first Darth Vader
He probably
series,
dies.
and that's it. And I'm just not like, I'm not digging this book at all. But Darth Vader, yes, I'm digging that one. And then, of course, the 40th anniversary cover, you know, covers up the ass with Star
Need to
Wars
hurry
books.
up. 40th
I'm
anniversary.
hurrying it up. I know, and we got the action.
Oh, there go Carlos.
There you go.
There go Carlos. Carlos will get that one.
Yeah, action.
That would have been nice to get signed by her.
Yeah.
Nah, I got the other one, the Star Wars one, the regular one.
Yeah.
With her face, it's her.
Unbeatable
portrait.
Squirrel Girl. Nobody cares about. Uncanny Avengers.
Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
Venomized.
Venomverse, whatever. Okay.
Nobody cares.
Nobody's
I got the
reading.
blank. I didn't even know there was blank covers of that.
Yeah.
but that,
I like the Edge of Venomverse #1, the one that has
That's
the
it, Crane. Those are the only covers.
I like that C cover. That's a cool C cover.
I actually bought it on eBay. The one I got another Venomized cover coming. The Clinton Crane, the older Wolverine. She's like, it's not this one I showed you guys already. It's a different one. You'll see.
That's a nice cover.
Speed it up.
All right, then it's Weapon X.
Number 8. That's a nice cover.
Yo, that cover's nice. That cover's nice.
Kind of reminds me from the movie.
And then the Greg Land variant of that sold out on Midtown. Venomized.
Ugly. That was wrong with
That doesn't even look like Greg Land.
I know.
Ugly.
Yeah,
You can't
Ugly. X-Men Blue 11. Okay.
That's Art Adams.
Arthur Adams, and then this.
That's the hip hop cover, and that's stupid.
At least the Art Adams
Zombies assemble, and we are done, and that is it. That's
it. The indie sucked. There's no independence, and they're all whacked.
No, everything's whacked. Everything's whacked. All right.
Monkey's stupid. He said everything's whacked. Everything's whacked.
All right. That's it.
All right, so you know what? I think we're done for our show. It's 11:15 already. Oh, 11:22 actually. I'm looking at the two different times. My computer says 11:22.
Your computer traveled through time.
Yeah, I know, right? It's in the future. My computer's all screwed up, man.
In the future right now.
Desperately. Well, once again, I want to thank everybody in the chat for joining us. If anyone has any final thoughts, you can go ahead and say it. If not, we'll just end it right now.
Just say, not really nothing. Shout out to Doom 143 and the Hawaii 5-0 crew, and shout out to Strictly Comics for having his auction, and shout out to what is it? Go give this guy some subs. Whack Jedi. What is it? Wacky Jedi?
No, the Walking Jedi.
The Walking Jedi. There you go. My back.
Jedi.
Yeah, go sub him up, man. He has like 200 and something subs. Go give him some more subs. What else? Yeah. Shout out to
Brian Space Dog and the 9.2 crew.
Brian Space. No. Nah, that's the Hawaii 5-0, motherfucker.
That's the Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah, Hawaii 5-0. I think Doom is the only one from Hawaii.
Man, that's how come I say Hawaii 5-0, because when that's Doom 143.
Yeah, Doom 143 uses the.
Listen, I don't know. I just fucking.
No, the Doom 143. He uses the Hawaii 5-0 intro music.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I was gonna say that Midtown Comics is also from Hawaii.
I'm surprised it doesn't get a copyright strike and Hawaii 5-0 comes collecting.
No, it's copyright. Different instrument.
Strike if you monetize the video, then
even with
otherwise you can play it.
Okay, yeah, they keep it.
What you was playing?
Because it's a cover, it's not gonna. It's not the original.
Oh, that's right. It's a cover. It's not the actual. I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, cover band. Man.
Well, I want to give a couple of shout outs real quick before we go. I want to shout out kind of a new YouTuber. His name is Thanatos, Thanatos. He's a military guy. He probably only has like 50 subs, but he has a really nice Green Lantern collection. Marky, you would like to see that?
I know.
Oh, video. He has a sick Green Lantern collection. Sick.
He has and the couple of videos that I saw were pretty nice videos. So I'm gonna try to put the description after the video posts. Most likely they'll probably post it in the morning because I'm gonna see it after this probably. But I'll post it in the description here so you guys can check them out. Also, I want to give a shout out to 9.2 crew. They had a show last weekend and I won a prize from them, which is cool, and I got it. Shout out to Doom 143. He threw in some extra stuff also. I want to give a shout out to All About Comics. Frost went live yesterday. He's doing the show on his own. He's gonna have guests, show and he's gonna have guests instead of just having like a panel. So shout out to him. I think Marky and Tim. Marky's gonna be in a show tomorrow, right? You do on Wednesday. You're gonna do
Wednesday.
a show
That's the tentative thing. We're trying to do it every Wednesday and everything. So shout out to those guys. Shout out to everybody in the chat, and shout out to everybody in Florida. That's it.
We're gonna let Tim borrow Marky for Wednesday.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
I'm on loan. I'm on loan.
We're gonna let him borrow because Marky's an NY Warrior. Tim is okay. You could use them.
Yeah,
Put your Timbs on.
God damn.
Put your Timbs on when you go see Tim.
Oh, man, tired.
God damn. Yeah, so there you go. That's it. Yeah, so that's Wednesday.
Well, we're going to
I
bed.
know people will go, but you never know. Shit happens, and that's it.
I think we need to wrap this up because people are falling asleep here.
Yeah, no, we gotta get going.
Yeah.
Fucking wildin'.
All right, fellas. Everyone, thanks for joining us. See you guys in 2 weeks. Peace.
Hey.
Gators.
Lick dicks, Jeff.